Hey everybody, I'm Sean.
I'm Steph.
And we right here are Rampant Design. Welcome to episode number 4 of Running Rampant, a little show that takes you behind the scenes of Rampant Design, talks a little bit about what it's like to run a small business, and opens ourselves up to questions from you, our fine furry friends on the internet.
On today's episode, we're going to be talking about our current projects, guns, and Webcode. Pew pew.
Boom. So, the tired is real, and if you notice, this is not our normal set. Those of you listening on the podcast will not notice this. So we sound like we're in the same room, right? No, we are in the studio, and
The other studio.
We have a little set for our vlog and our blab sessions and everything else, and our tutorials, interviews, everything. That's on the other side of the house. Right now, we're in our studio, which is basically our garage. It is full of all kinds of fun, reflective things: C-stands, lights, rigs, you name it. It's crazy. We're in the middle of production on so much. Well, basically, it's the countdown to NAB, and this happens every year. From about the end of February, beginning of March, to the middle of April, it is crunch time. And no matter how much you think you're going to plan ahead and give yourself more time, every year you have what's known as no time. So we are in the middle of all kinds of crazy.
That's correct.
Excuse me. So to catch you up, we were a little bit late with this episode. We normally will not be, but we were traveling, and that happens. We were going to record a vlog on the road, but that also was difficult because the one time we had an opportunity to do it, the people next door in our hotel room next door sounded like they were recording Jurassic World 2. I would have happily offered my visual effects support, but it seemed like they were in the middle of a scene that I didn't want to be a part of. So that being said, we were not able to record the vlog, so let's catch you up.
Yes.
About a week or so ago, we flew up to New Jersey to work on Rampant gun effects. We're now allowed to talk about it now that it's out. It's done. It's good to go. We worked with Sea Light Entertainment, and that's our good friends Eric and Kelly, and they were instrumental. I mean, instrumental in getting this done. They did all the pre-production.
Yep.
They brokered the deal. They found the gun professionals and the weapons and the place to do it, and they orchestrated everything. Literally, all we had to do was fly up north and bring a camera. That's my favorite kind of job. These people are amazing human beings. They're great friends of ours, and if you're looking for a great production company, look up Sea Light Entertainment. You will not be disappointed. These two are the hardest working people I've ever met in my life. I work 20 hours a day, and they make me look lazy. These people are phenomenal human beings. I don't say that very often about many people. Eric and Kelly are fantastic. They knocked it out, and on top of all that, they did, recorded behind the scenes and recorded audio. That's a companion product to our visual effects product. So pretty soon you'll have gunshots, audio to match all of our muzzle flares. So pretty freaking amazing, these people. It was
an awesome shoot. It really was.
Fantastic
really
shoot.
Great.
Not only were they great, but they brought two people in that were also equally great. Jamie from the Aerial Film Company.
That's correct.
He brought monitors and C-stands and cables and all this extra gear that we were not able to fly with. We just brought our Red, and that's basically it. We just brought the camera and a workstation. And they knocked it out. Jamie knocked it out. He set up a monitoring station, basically Video Village, so everybody who was interested in seeing what muzzle flashes looked like at high speed, they could do it over there and stay away from my camera. What else? Oh, then they brought in Don, who was like this...
The shooter pro.
Ninja warrior, Krav Maga, special forces, kill you with a thumb and a forefinger, looks at you and immediately knows 25 ways he's going to destroy you. This kind of guy. Really nice guy, but still not someone you want to cross. He brought in all kinds of crazy weaponry. I mean, ammo. Crazy weaponry. I mean, and he knocked it out. He also was instrumental in helping us research what kind of muzzle flares would actually be good and produce a flash, because a lot of the gun pros we talked to, they told us, well, the odds we're not aware of muzzle flashes. We don't want muzzle flashes when you're in the field. You don't want to have your enemy identify your location. So we kind of had to go the opposite direction and find what's the best weapon to produce the best muzzle flash, what's the best ammo that produces the best muzzle flash, and Don was instrumental in that, for sure. Also have to thank RTSP, is where we shot.
They were such a great facility.
Super, super high-tech, way nicer than any gun range I've ever seen, and I've worked in Hollywood for years, so these people are top-notch. The weapons are insane. They have, like, simulators and all these different bays, and they have this one situation room where you run into a house, you kick down doors, and you shoot people with rubber bullets. It's insane. I'm not doing it justice, but RTSP is amazing. Really great people, really friendly. Worked with us. They brought someone in at the the butt crack of dawn, and the guys that helped us were just nothing short of professional. Really, really great people. Had a lot of fun.
It was fun.
Yeah, it was.
We even got to shoot
Yes,
for the
we
first
did.
time, which is really, really fun.
Up until a week ago, I've never shot a gun before. Stephanie had shot a gun one time prior to that, so it was fun. It was
fun.
It helped us in understanding what it is we were trying to do and how difficult it actually was, and how dangerous it was.
Yeah, please do not try to
Yeah.
do your own gun muzzle flashes.
I'm all for you creating your own effects. I create my own effects, so I can't get mad at you for doing your own. That's ridiculous. But I can say this. If it's dangerous, be smart. Don't be stupid. It's not worth whatever money you think you're going to get from it, or whatever accolade you think you're going to get by creating something and then blowing off your arm or killing somebody. Ridiculous. So if it's not safe, like fire, explosions, muzzle flashes, be smart. Hire a professional.
Hire somebody.
Have them take care of it. See, the great thing was I had pros handling all the safety. All I had to do was make sure my camera, which was a nice red Epic camera, was in the right place at the right time, and then I got the heck out of Dodge. Safety was the number one concern, and I appreciated that because they had a lot of people on set. We probably had 12 people on set at one point in time. Just random people from the company coming through and everything. So safety is very much was a concern.
Yep, that was great. We did really
Oh,
well.
yeah.
The camera, really close to the gunshots. We got as close as we could. We even got those dreaded, head-on shots coming at you, and
Yeah, we got the typical profile shots.
we got the profiles.
Left to right,
Yeah.
or right to left. However, I don't remember what side of the camera I was on anymore. I'm super exhausted. Haven't slept in probably 6 or 7 days at this point. But then we also said, it was important, it was imperative for us to get head-on shots. And the very first couple, I was more of a 3/4, and I'm talking with Eric. I have Eric come run out, and it's, all the way down the field, and it's like, man, and he's like, yeah, and I'm like, and he's like, and I'm like, but, and he's like, yep. So it's his glass. We rented lenses from him, so odds are if my camera got destroyed, so would his nice Canon glass. So we were like, and he's like, I'm like, all right, well, so we did it. I moved really, really close to being dead on.
Within 6-8 inches of bullets whizzing by.
Enough to where everything around the red smelled like gunpowder, and I was scared to death of going through the TSA. With all the GSR, that was probably on me, my clothes, our cases, our cameras.
It was everywhere.
It was everywhere.
There wasn't any getting around it. But we did good at TSA.
Yeah. So anyway, we did multiple flights up to New Jersey because for whatever reason in 2016 you can't fly direct from Orlando to New Jersey. I don't know why. So it took all day to fly up there. We did pre-production meeting with the wonderful people at Sea Light. Had a day off in between, and Stephanie knows me. When I have a shoot to do, I get really obsessive and crazy, and I get nervous. I start thinking through scenarios of what could go wrong, what needs to happen. I get very concerned, especially when I've got all these different people and I only got one shot to do it. So she said, well, let's just go to the city. Let's go to New York, which is pretty much
We love it there.
the greatest city on earth.
We do love it.
And we love it there. So we had a nice little play day in between our shoot, and then from there, the next day we had a tech scout meeting with Sea Light Entertainment, and ran through the shooting facility, double checked to see where I could put the camera, what was going to happen, recommunicated that yes, the camera was going to be in the field, and as was an operator up to the point of where the gun was going to be fired. Figured out where we needed power and all that. So it was cool. And then the following day we got there at the butt crack of dawn, real early, and so early that we had to find an all-night diner, and that was full of all kinds of characters. Good gracious, if I was a writer, I would have just written down everything I heard. You can't make this stuff up.
Guy was in his underwear.
Yeah, some dude rolled up in his underwear at a diner.
He ate breakfast at a diner.
There's a joke in here somewhere, but I'm not going to say
underwear.
it. So anyway, so that was the shoot. Finished on Monday, did a post-production wrap-up lunch and dinner with Sea Light Entertainment and crew. And then the following day, we just waited at the airport because we had scheduled an extra, some buffer time in case we needed a second shoot day. Wasn't necessary, so we went several hours early thinking we were going to be severely detained by the TSA, and we were not. The red made it through without even as much as a hiccup, so...
If we would have been swabbed, we would have set off every single alarm in the place. So
it was
a good thing that we were just.
The cases still
through.
smell our studio smells like a shooting range.
Yeah.
So that was the muzzle flashes, and that's done. It's now online.
Go get it.
You can get it now for like 60% off. It's crazy. It's really good. It's a couple hundred effects shot in 5K. Lots of paint, lots of roto, lots of just figuring things out. It was a great project, and we left on Tuesday night really late, didn't land until midnight, so I was cutting selects and coming up with a philosophy of how I was going to handle the workflow on the plane. We got home, and I immediately started working on the post-processing that morning, which would be Wednesday morning, through Saturday, which was this following Saturday.
It was crazy. I've never seen him finish a project so fast. Our products, he usually takes his time, but this one was like,
I don't know if I ever take my time.
well, but you don't go as fast as
That's
this
true.
one. This one's crazy. And this one had more work than our usual products that we make, but because he's painting out arms and faces and shirts and backgrounds and all this stuff, guns are in the shot, so it was some crazy painting and getting everything ready to go. I know we had a couple deadlines for people who really wanted to use them, so that was kind of his motivation. So it was just crazy. It's been a machine this week trying to get everything done, not eating, not sleeping, just completely rendering, like render, paint, render, paint. It's been a crazy week. I've been a machine.
Well, the tired is really real. I mean, right before we left, less than about 12 hours before we left, I had just wrapped up an insane rig, wire, paint, and tracking job. That was a lot of fun. I got to work with a director I really admire. Really love this person's craft, and this director challenged me in ways I haven't been challenged in a long time. Really difficult work, and I loved every minute of it. That being said, there was no sleep then, so we literally shut all that down, turned in our finals. Gosh, I hope they're final, and flew. And now we're back, and I really wanted to get this project done. We had a couple people who were in the middle of other projects that could use these flashes, and I didn't want to miss this opportunity. Anytime you have someone that you believe in their work, if they have the time and the ability to use your work, you need to make it happen. So what's a few hours of sleep you're not getting? Who cares? At the end of the day, the project's done. I'm happy with it. I'm proud of it. We sent it out to our beta team, got thumbs up all around. So life is good. Bob's your uncle. And on to the next thing, which another reason why we had to finish this product was it's Rampant's birthday.
It is! Yay!
We made it to 6. We are 6 years old this week, March of 2010. We started this thing, had no idea where we're going, still have no idea where we're going, still kicking.
Still going.
People have tried to kick us, punch us, take us out at the knees, shoot us, rob us.
Unfortunately.
But the great thing is we've always had a lot of fans and friends who've always stood by us, who've always supported us. And so we could never do this without you. We're here because of you. So we won't be when you don't want us to be. So please don't do that. But this is an amazing experience, and it's all because of you guys.
Yeah.
And so, like we do every year, this is our big 6th birthday bash. So Stefanie revamped the entire website. I mean, the entire website's brand new, all new code, all fresh code, all different thought processing, trying to figure out a way to cram all these new products and the original products into this one cohesive library.
Yeah, I've been working really hard on making the website more user-friendly as far as everybody trying to find something. Somebody new coming in who doesn't know Rampant can find something. So thank you to all of our Facebook user group comments. It's been awesome, and I take everything that you guys say and I try it out, and then I try to get it implemented and everything that you guys say. So thank you so much for all those comments. It's been very much appreciated, and we're getting there. We're cleaning everything up and trying to make it streamlined so that when you go there, you can search for this and find this, and that's not as easy as you want it to be. So it's very difficult to think like somebody coming into your site who doesn't know what they're looking for. So that's been a battle for me.
Well, I mean, look, Rampant is just the two of us. Don't know how many times I have to say that. We get so many random comments on Twitter and Facebook and Instagram. This is Rampant right here. So, we try to make the best with what we have. We run this company very lean. So when times are good, times are great. We can sponsor user groups. We can send out free products to people. We can keep financing 4K free. We can do all these things. When times are bad, like right now, times are very tough. We are super lean. So we shoot in this garage. It's nothing fancy. The biggest space I ever had was a warehouse, but it was just essentially a large garage. You don't need all this kind of stuff. I don't have a 2-ton grip truck or a 1-ton grip truck out there. I've got a bunch of Macs, and same with Stefanie. When it comes to the website, we start with off-the-shelf software. It's only smart. Now, that lends itself to some problems. So Stefanie learns custom code, writes custom code, and it's a lot of work. But the reality is anything from the website is being handled by Stefanie. Anything on the product side, up until just recently, is just me. So when we decide to revamp the entire website, that's a huge undertaking, because what that means is Stefanie and I have a meeting. We both agree that something needs to change, and she sits down and just tears it, just obliterates it and starts over again. And that's a lot of work, a lot of frustration. You know, for every one thing fixed in this particular web development, 9 things break. And then things break that it's like, why did that break? I'm not even working on that thing.
Yep.
You know, lots of cursing and swearing, lots of, hey, Sean, can you refresh your browser and tell me what you see? And then I refresh it and it looks different than hers. And she's, you know, it's...
Cookies. I don't like cookies. No, they're not good.
No. So it's crazy town, and that's where we're at right now. So we've got the Rampant birthday. We've got new products. I'm wrapping up on After Effects and Premiere presets right now. These are real camera.
They are amazing.
Well, that's very kind of her.
Amazing.
I'm always on the fence about anything that I do,
They're
but that's my struggle.
Awesome.
These are real camera shakes that I shot on the Red. Everything
like
from nice and subtle to stuff like that to over the top. And again, I push these out quickly because I have friends who are currently in production who could use these, and that the best way to get the right feedback is to put this into production and see what works and what doesn't. So I have an After Effects. I also have a cat rubbing up against me right now. I have an After Effects set of presets and a Premiere set of presets. They're currently with our beta team right now, and so far the feedback is really cool. But basically, you just drag and drop camera shakes onto your footage, so it's pretty cool. Pretty cool.
It is. They're actually really, really, really cool. And also on the other side of the spectrum for Apple, we are creating some Final Cut templates. Well, I'm creating some Final Cut templates. So I'm learning Motion and how to use it. Basically taking our QuickTime files that we currently have and giving them a lot more functionality for Final Cut editors.
To start with.
Yes, and then it's going to get more advanced, and that's fine. But right now we're trying to make it a lot simpler and more powerful for Final Cut users. So that's coming soon. And with the Adobe stuff and the Final Cut stuff, we are just working. So it's been
If you're coming to NAB, come say hi.
Us.
Instagram us, Snapchat us, tweet us, Facebook us, throw drinks at us. Actually, don't throw drinks. Just hand them. We'll take it. Come say hi. We'd love to. We'd love to see you. We love to. We have cats attacking our audio equipment right now. From here up, it's Rampant Design. From here down, it's the wild animal kingdom. They're everywhere. They outnumber us. One day, they will turn on us, and I'm okay with that. What a way to go, really. Come say hi to us at NAB. We'd love to see you. We love putting a name with a face. Last year we had a really cool guy fly out from Japan, and we talked to him, and it was just really wild that someone in Japan knows our products and uses them. It's pretty crazy. But we'd love to meet you. Don't be shy. I'm probably 10,000 times more shy than you are. Doing this vlog is the hardest thing I've ever had to do in my career, so I don't enjoy being in front of the camera. I'm typically behind it. So come on down. Come say hi. We'd love to see you. If I know you, come give me a hug. If I don't know you, come give us a hug anyway, right?
Yes.
So I think that catches us up pretty quickly. We thank Sea Light Entertainment. Cannot thank Eric and Kelly enough. They're amazing people. Thank you to Jamie. Thank you to Don for hooking us up with the best muzzle flash shoot we've ever had. And safety first. Please don't just go shooting guns in a field with your friends. Yes. Bad idea.
Please don't do that.
What was it? The Animaniacs? Good idea, bad idea?
Yeah, good idea.
Bad idea. Nope. So that catches us up to where we are now. We're in production right now. That's why we're here in the studio shooting constantly shooting new stuff. Got all kinds of glass here, including some glass that I'm renting from Sea Light Entertainment. If you're looking for a great production company, look up Sea Light Entertainment. These people will make your products look amazing. I love these people. They're some of my closest friends, and they're just great. Plus, I have to say that we met the third member of Sea Light Entertainment. Totally forgot. Bailey. Yay. Probably the cutest puppy on the planet. And I believe she's on Facebook. So
I think she has her own page.
I think she's got her own page. I think she posts.
I think she does.
Pretty wild stuff. So that takes us to our question.
Okay, so today's question is from T Editor, and T Editor asks, "How do you guys deal with nickel and dime clients? Should you deal with them at all, or just respectfully decline work from these types of clients because sometimes it's not worth the struggle and headache in the end? How do you say no, or should you say no?"
Well, okay, this is an it depends moment. Only you know this person. I don't know who you're talking about. From my experience, I'll tell you this. You'll never make more money than you did on the previous job. I'm sure someone out there is going to be like, oh, no, I made $100 on job 1 and job 2 is $100,000. That's fine. I doubt it, but that's fine. And that's great. From my personal experience in 20 years, whether it's been in Hollywood, in corporate, in music videos, you name it, doesn't matter what the product is, in video, When a client approaches you with a low number, that will be the highest number you will ever work for them ever again. It only goes down from there. Because they're going to be like, yeah, but didn't you do this thing? Or can't we reuse this thing? Or I found a template, or blah, 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 blah. It doesn't matter. So if times are tight and you need the cash, do what you got to do to provide for your family. There's nothing wrong with that. There's an old adage that I've said my entire life that we used to say in Hollywood: it's for a meal, not for the reel. Not everything you do needs to go on your demo reel. Please do not put that kind of nonsense on your demo reel. Sometimes you do stuff that you just have to do to pay the bills. I have several clients, even for some big names, that I will never put their work on my reel, not because it's bad, but just because of the caliber of the production. When you work that low, there's a lot of times where it's sloppy design, it doesn't make any sense, it's slapped together, people grabbing stuff from templates or just things that they ripped off from a video that they saw from somewhere. Let's just do this thing where we spell out words with a Scrabble board. Why? Because it's cool. Okay, well, cut that with something else random, and it's like, all right, that's fine. There's no cohesive message or design or anything. But sometimes you need the cash. Sometimes you got to pay rent or your car payment or whatever. So do what you feel is best. I personally try to shy away from those jobs. Stress is a killer. I've got enough stress in my life. You can ask this person right here.
Yes.
So I don't really recommend working with low-paying clients. No. Not that I haven't and not that I don't, but it's never fun. And on top of that, just remember, in our industry, because it's just insanely cruel, that little bit of money is probably going to get paid you on a 60-day net or higher. I have a very famous client who pays at $120. By the time we get the check, I have no idea what I did. And that money's spent. What was this for? I don't know. So, if you need the cash, do it to it. It's never worked out in my favor. It's always been more grief than it's worth. But hey, you know what? You could be the loss leader, or you could be, or not loss leader. You could be the head video. Sorry, I'm exhausted. I haven't slept in days. Literally days. You could be the premier low-end video person, and there's nothing wrong with that. There's money to be made. Walmart makes a killing at low prices. You get what you get at Walmart. Walk into Walmart, survey the land. That's what you get with that kind of thought process. But there's somebody there to make money. So do what you got to do to make the money to take care of your family. That's ultimately more important than anything else. I mean, it's happened to you. How many people have offered, have said, "Oh, I love that website you did. Can I get you to make one for me that's like $50?"
Yeah.
And it's like 80 hours worth of work.
You have to sort of take it and ask yourself, is it worth it? I don't think saying no is a bad thing, and it shouldn't be a bad thing. And if your clients take it as a bad thing, then you didn't want to have that client in the first place. So, be honest with whoever you're talking to, and I think that goes a long way, being honest with people.
They're going to come back and say, well, you're told in school and just in life, in this industry, never say no. And I understand that, because you start closing doors, you don't know if any more will open. That's why you have to make that judgment call yourself. You have to decide, well, is this person someone I work with all the time? Am I doing them a favor? Is this someone I've never worked with before? Because if it's not and they're lowballing you, get half up front now, because that's all you're going to get. I don't know. There's been jobs I've said no to that I regret, and there's been jobs I said yes to that I really regret. So, figure it out. Talk to your significant other. Do some math. Figure out if it's even worth your time. Do what you can, but finances are the most important, I guess.
You got to eat.
Yeah.
You got to pay bills. So,
hey, baby.
If that requires you taking something that you would never take usually, and you're free and you have the time to do it, then do it. I like your thing. Meals, wheels, and
there are no wheels involved. No spiels. Not live spieling.
Meals, wheels, and spiels. I don't know what you said. Meals before wheels or something.
This is my life. This is every single day. No, it's for a meal, not for the reel.
There it is. 4 meals, not reels. Or
there's only one reel. One meal, one reel.
That's a good saying to remember.
Yeah.
Meals before reels. No. I'm done. I'm not doing any more.
Good gracious. So that's about it. We are stuck in massive production on all kinds of things. She's got Apple templates, brand new website coming up all before NAB. I've got tons of Adobe and Premiere stuff coming out. We've got more stuff for Rampant Design Tools for overlays and QuickTime. So we're never gonna leave that. That's the bread and butter up in here. Got sound effects coming from our good friend Eric Hartman, who recorded audio from all the guns that we shot. So
cool.
gonna have a
Very
little
cool.
companion product. Yeah, working on all kinds of stuff for friends and other directors. Working on, I'm just out of it, delusional. I don't even know what day it is. I'm 60% sure this is not happening. And there's more cats. I'm telling you, wild animal kingdom down here. Don't touch the microphone. So yeah, that's it. That we're caught up. Hope to see you at NAB, and yeah.
Yeah,
That's it. So-
Don't forget to check us out on runningrampant.biz. That's B-I-Z. And we have on runningrampant.biz, you can find SoundCloud and iTunes and YouTube and Vimeo and all that stuff. We're everywhere. So
Everywhere.
you can listen to us as you want, whatever
Or
you
watch
like.
us.
Or watch us, yep. So that's good. And yeah, we thank you guys for everything. Thank you for 6 amazing years.
Yes.
It's been a crazy ride, and it's been ups and downs and all around. So thank you very much for being there through all of our fun, I guess. And
I wouldn't trade this for the world. I
no.
thank you so much for giving me personally the opportunity to help create effects and other useful tools for your video. And most importantly, I get to work at home with the love of my life. And so thank you for enabling me to do that. I can't express in words how great it is to see where Rampant has come, where it's come from, and just to guess where it's going. And that's 100% tied to you all. So thank you.
Yes, thank you very
Thank you to all of our fans and friends. Thank you to all the people who support us vocally and verbally. And thank you to all the people who support us just by buying products or telling people about 4K free or whatever. Thank you to every single person who interacts with us. It's just unbelievable how many fans and friends we have. And
we're very honored. Very honored.
and that's what keeps us going when times are tough. When the economy takes a dive and things aren't the best, we always get some real great positivity from our fans and friends. So that's great. And that's a gato. Yes! Woohoo! He made it.
Again, thank you for watching. We will hopefully pick back up on Monday like usual. So
Yeah, provided that we're not in crazy production or a cat knocked down a C-stand and I'm in the emergency room or whatever. That's happened. So cool. Thank you for everything.
Thank you very much.
Runningrampant.biz, and don't forget,
Biz.
run rampant, y'all.
Run rampant.
Catch you later.
Bye.
Peace.
She wants to be in the video. Yeah.
Put Max in space. Jinx and Max friends.
The red zone.
No survivors.
No survivors.
This is serious business.